Welcome. Good morning. Good evening. Oh, look at that. We got the Dawn Trail entrance. Ah! There we go. We are here in Final Fantasy 14 for patch 7.5 is just unlocked. And we're currently 9th in the queue because people are playing at 6 o'clock. Yeah, we're gonna check out the new patch. Patch. Hope everybody has a good day, is having a good day, will have. Cool, and we are in. A couple of things I want to do. Oh, I do want to move it. Play the market. Music and okay. So we want to check out. I'm most excited for. I gotta figure out where that even is. Gotta check the patch notes. Oh, patch. Oops. Patch hold. I'm supposed to be out in this patch, or did I just log? Oh, is it not out yet? Anticipation for the further being secure and the beast is scheduled to release patch 7.56. God damn it. Alright, disregard what I just. Let me change that. Alright, you know what? That's silly. MSQ. There we go. All right, well, we're gonna do the MSQ today then. Die. Up here. Resolution. Oh. What the? That's where everybody's at. I'm a little less excited for this patch now. I trust you were able to get plenty of rest? Good. I thought we might take a moment to ponder our next steps and perhaps reflect on. Oops. It was heartwarming to see prosper despite the odds, and my own flesh and blood strive in that levin-wrecked landscape. Bean was eager to restore diplomatic relations, and I have no doubt that Alexandria will provide much needed support for their. I too shall do everything I can to aid my home away from home, my wonderful welcoming family included. For the time being, though, I'd say we've accomplished all within our power. I just suppose that leaves the matter of preservations research. It is yet unclear how Calyx learned the techniques he used to summon his dark primal. There is likewise much that remains unknown about the key. Let us hope that Shale's efforts bear more fruit. Can you hear me? Pistola. Shale and I have been reviewing the decrypted files and have uncovered some intriguing details. Would you care to join us? We'll be with you right away. Excellent. Shale seems rather eager to speak with all of you. Come and find us in the Deuter Lab when you're ready. Uncanny timing indeed. Let us make for the containment complex. Stop using big words, Kryl. Alright. Oh, okay, that's not a... Yes. Cola, tail.
You're just in time for a progress report. The decryption is finally complete. As we suspected, the data represents a partial record of Preservation's research documents. A quick scan of the files, however, failed to turn up the information Y'shtola was after.
Indeed. No mention of the Ascians, or primal summoning techniques for that matter. While Calyx doubtless received instruction from someone possessed of such knowledge, there was naught to identify this benevolent mentor. I am, however, pleased to say that we found several reports concerning the key.
Eyes widening.
We know the key is used to open paths between worlds, and was a treasured relic of the Milala. And just as the Milala were unable to return after reaching the Mist Continent, so too was Preservation unable to gain a mastery of the prize which had passed into their possession. The data suggests that a particular formula or procedure is required. A process which Calyx appears to have understood to some degree. Yet the key proved fickle. Perfectly replicating conditions was no guarantee of success. And even when they did manage to generate a modest portal, the destination was never the one they expected. The reports practically screamed their frustration, describing the experience as being dragged around by a traveler picking roads without rhyme or reason. Serves them right, I say.
After much trial and error, Preservation began to experiment with external actuation devices for the key. Striving to maintain a stable pathway to a chosen location, they conceived of the technology that forms the gate to the Golden City.
So, their tribulations ultimately afforded them control of the key, albeit in a limited capacity. Which, of course, explains why they were able to instruct Zoralja in its use. Thus enabling the unprecedented feat of transferring Everkeep and its environs to the source. After the Endless Fiend took the key unto herself, she opened pathways to other reflections in her hunt for ether, did she not?
Nodding a lot.
The Milala merely used it to facilitate their exodus. To think what the key has now wrought in different hands.
For all we know, the actuation device augmented the key's power beyond its intended scope. Were your goal to plunder whole worlds of their ether, a tool designed to simply transfer people would likely be insufficient.
Shale, I don't suppose you would be able to remove the actuation device?
The machine made for that very purpose is still functional, thankfully. It shouldn't be a problem.
What do you think? We don't even know how the key works. If the device is somehow interfering or amplifying its capabilities, I believe we ought to remove it.
Head nodded.
Give me a moment. My word.
What is going on?
Ishtola?
This is the first time I've beheld the key in all its unobscured glory.
That's right, she could...
The sheer density is extraordinary. 'Tis akin to the structures we saw beneath the Tempest.
Now that you mention it, the ornamentation is reminiscent of Amarot.
Have you noticed anything since the key has been in your possession?
You're suggesting the key has some connection with Azam. A plausible theory, although one we are yet unequipped to prove.
My apologies.
Off your cell phone, Kyle.
Hello? Yes, this is Cryo speaking. That was Ojika with a message for us.
Ojika?
An urgent matter?
I'm not altogether sure. Tataru requires our counsel, and hoped to call upon us in person at the Baldessian Annex.
Yeah. Gotta go all the way to Baldesia.
Though disappointed we were not present, she appeared content to wait until our travels brought us back to Sharlayan, insisting that it did not merit our immediate summons.
All roads lead to Sharlayan.
Her tone suggested otherwise, however, and Ojika felt compelled to contact us directly.
Who the fuck is Ojika?
Mayhap the time has come for another journey across the salt.
You'd best go. Though I'll not deny that I'll be sad to see you leave.
Oh, Shale. I can't even begin to thank you for all you've done. We will be forever indebted to you and your Oblivion colleagues.
The debt is ours. We'll never forget the sacrifices you've made for us, for Alexandria. In the meantime, I shall keep sifting through the data. You'll hear as soon as I find anything of note.
That'll be the next battle.
Actually, I should like to stay here a little longer.
Oh, come with
if you
us.
don't mind.
I mind.
You are most welcome.
As the warrior of light, I demand Ishtola by
And
my
might I borrow the
side.
key for a while? I wish to study it further. With the utmost care, I assure you.
See the way she was looking at it?
Well then, shall we be off? Ojika will be expecting us.
What is that thing, like the one ring to rule them all or something? Trail to the heaven. Yeah, probably. Cost me 1,000 gil for this teleport. Welcome back. And what a pleasure it is to Thank you for contacting us, Ojika. We came as soon. Of course, I felt it prudent given how troubled Tataru was. Your concern is much appreciated. As it so happens, we'd reached a convenient juncture in our investigation. Dale and Ashtola have matters well, leaving us free to make the trip. That's a relief to you. Now let me fetch Tataru for you. Why don't you take a moment and relax in the main hall? I'm sure you're all still fatigued from you. I took a teleport crystal. I ain't fatigued it. I'm fatigued because I got like 5 hours. I wonder what part of the map ever,
Planning your next journey.
what is it? Ever cold? Lost? New. New FF40. Evercold. Evercold. Such a weird. Yeah, I wonder what part of the map that'll be on.
Oh no, just reminiscing.
I don't think did I'll watch the trailer again.
Thinking back to when you bought this map and how you all encouraged me to make the voyage to Tural.
That time we forgot
you
all about
glad
your
you
journey
did?
to find your parents and help some tiger cat lady.
As if you need ask.
Tataru!
Welcome back.
Of course it's wonderful to see Tataru.
I'm so glad you're here.
Ojika contacted us. He intimated that you were rather concerned. Come to think of it,
Wait, he's a
Alphinaud
girl?
said he and Alize would pay you a visit upon their return.
He's a girl?
Have you not seen them?
I thought Ojiko was a chick. Fucking Lalafels, man.
Oh no, they were here. I was regaled with many a tale of your Turali adventures. It was only once they departed for Garlemord that the rumors came to my attention. Rather alarmingly, void-sent sightings seem to be on the rise across the star.
Didn't we take care of them in the last expansion?
I was reluctant to bother you with mere hearsay, especially when you had more pressing matters to contend with.
And there's other scions that could do that job.
But earlier I received a confidential report from the Grand Company of Eorzea. It's as if a mighty dam has been breached, flooding the land with foul creatures. For a blessing, most nations have managed to keep the invaders in check, and casualties appear to be minimal thus far.
Save the world again.
Though the same cannot be said for those regions with a deeper connection to the void. Their fissures continue to manifest without end, putting countless innocents in danger.
A deeper connection to the void. Garlemald is the home of the Reapers, is it not?
It is. Alphinaud and Alize were there when the trouble began, and have since sent word that the situation has taken a dreadful turn.
Well, if that's you, Ghost, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it.
thus concludes the abridged account of our time in Taral. Now I shall leave you with the words of the late Dawn Servant, Galul Jajar.
Jaja. Delete it.
Ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship. A notion that rings true for Eorzeans no less than it does for the diverse peoples of Tuliolal.
And for Garleans as well. Even sharing something as simple as a local dish can pave avenues of understanding. It's up to all of us to forge new bonds together.
Thank you for sharing your tale. Better they hear it firsthand than endure my clumsy retelling. Your words give me hope that we might achieve something similar here in Garlemald.
We all have the capacity to affect change. Our time in Taral taught us that much. And now that we've returned, it's time we rolled up our sleeves and got back to work.
Not literally. Cold here in Garlemald.
I've already sent missives to the other nations, informing them of our Alexandrian friends. I also intend to notify the Garlean community officially. If both sides are amenable to the proposition, we shall gladly assist in establishing diplomatic relations with Alexandria and Tuliolal.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. But are you sure you've recovered from your journey? It sounded like you've hardly had time to catch your breath.
Sir!
It's about to go down.
Lapis Manalis is overrun with void scent. We've sustained heavy civilian casualties.
What?
Tritium Squadron reporting in. We're under attack. Void Scent appeared out of nowhere and ambushed us during a routine inspection. Damn it. Is that another fissure? No, no, no! Ah!
My comrades are under attack. We have to do something.
There's no time to lose. Come on!
Dummies.
The Garlean community is ill-equipped to defend themselves against such a threat. Even with the aid of the twins and the Ilzabard contingent, they face daunting odds.
We shall leave for Garlemald immediately.
Thank you. I was able to contact Thancred and Urianger too. They're already on their way. With any luck, you'll be able to rendezvous with them on arrival.
Been wondering what those two have been up to. I've been told Alpha Node and Alice have withdrawn to Tertium to request aid in the front line. Team intent on joining the battle once reinforcements were ready. Tell them. And we'll take. And just like that, we find ourselves faced with another emergency. Unfortunately, there is yet time for us. Fortunately, there is yet time for us to make a difference. Let's make haste. Favorite dish. Dear God, everybody's already here. That person. Ah, made it just in time. Or another cutscene. Hey, Crib.
You picked a frosty spot for a reunion.
Tataru sent word that you were coming. Full glad am I to see you all.
Well, it's better than half glad.
Though I'm afraid this is no time for pleasantries. Planar fissures have opened up across Garlemald, inundating the region with void scent. As far as we can ascertain, there are 2 focal points of their assault. The Ilzabard contingent are combating the threat in Lapis Manalis. Although they have suffered casualties, they appear to have the upper hand.
As well they should. The many talented Uldan thaumaturges among them should be more than capable of closing any fissures they encounter.
Which leaves the second focal point, the Clutium. Eulus and the Garlean community are attempting to mount a counterattack, but are struggling to cope with the sheer number of void scent. They've fallen back to the north of the Imperial Palace. Can you lend your aid in securing the area?
With your blessing, I would tend to the wounded returning from battle.
Of course, Kryl. Thank you. The quickest route from here to the front is via the train tracks. Once we arrive, we can support the Garlean forces as we make for the fissure in the munitions factory.
Yay. Oh, they're just gonna introduce the dungeon right away, huh? Alright then. Oh. Guess we dungeoning first. Alright, new dungeon, let's go. Not that I played the old one too much, but always nice to get a new. Latium? Latium? Somebody just rolled their head on a keyboard. Okay. Ugly son of a bitch. Many faces. Where the fun begins. I'm just gonna press button.
You'll not escape this!
I was still in it.
You're a sight for sore eyes.
Really is.
Appreciate the help. We'll handle things from here. Take care of the fisher.
Oh, we got our first. Try that again. Oh wow, that was fast. Why did they give you a dungeon first thing in the morning? Alright, let's try that again. First one lands. Alright, that's good. Okay, good. Start moving. Real early.
You'll not escape this!
I mean, you turn off auto attack. Second time's a charm, right?
You cannot stop us!
You underestimate me!
I have you! You'll not escape this!
You underestimate me!
Boss number 2. What the fuck? Alright, last boss, let's go. It's the mouth of Sauron? A masterful manipulator. Oh. Oh, I guess the plus means you gotta... breathe. I mean, other than that first boss. No. We got no aiming gear.
I think that's all of them.
We need but seal the fissure to prevent further ingress.
Do it.
It's over.
I mean, it's not over.
I can only imagine the extent of the damage were it not for your aid. On behalf of the Garlean community, I thank you for all you've done for my people, for my home.
Something's gonna happen to this guy.
I shall close the fissure post-haste.
What? Honey?
You risked your life in vanquishing the creature. Would you at least let me bear the burden of deciding its fate?
I think I pressed the wrong button first. That actually was a really cool picture. I'll have to save that later.
You want to go back to the void?
Oh.
Your kind have entered this realm before, some seeking death that they might rejoin the life stream. But you would choose that dark, deathless place?
I mean, bitch, I got fingers coming out of my head. What do you...
We know that pain all too well. If that is your wish, you must forsake this aggression. Go back to the void and devote yourself to its restoration. I have a friend, Zero, who hails from your home. She and her companions strive to bring light into the void from another world. world blighted with imbalance. I hear their efforts have already met with some success. One day, they'll drive the darkness from the void, I'm sure of it.
His soul is imbued with the will of all those I've consumed. We shall return to our world and seek out this zero. Then we shall see if there is truth in your words.
She won't disappoint you. That much I guarantee.
Bravo! I think Zero will approve.
Oh, Indeed, that was truly heartening to see.
Understanding begets fellowship, right? I thought I might lead by example.
Well then, shall we head back?
Reports have begun trickling in. By all accounts, the Ilzabal contingent was successful in containing the threat on it. For voids sent to attack in such numbers, just as we were finding our feet. I daren't imagine the consequences had you not provided such timely aid. On behalf of my comrade, I thank you all. I don't want any of these. Feels pretty. Yay! Okay, cool. It's in. All right, what's next? Thancred. Something weighs heavy on Thancred. Could it be lunch? Oh yeah, that's right.
The Ilzabad contingent have contained the threat on their front. Things appear to be under control for the time being. Though it remains unclear why the fissures opened up in the first place. According to Tataru, similar ruptures are occurring across the star.
Okay, tomorrow morning.
One thing is clear, however. The phenomenon is not without pattern.
Be a rainy rest of the week.
The tendency for fissures to emerge is
All of a
pronounced
storm.
in regions deeply connected to the void. Places where the barrier between the two worlds is at its thinnest.
I fear there may be a place in far greater peril than Garlemald. Though it hath since been sealed, you will recall there is a great void gate that we ourselves had cause to open. A gate which was instrumental in our bid to reunite Vritra with his sister and put an end to Golbez's dark plot.
Oh gods. The moon.
The moon!
With our attention fixed upon planar fissures, I failed to consider this vulnerability. All other paths unto the void are but pinpricks in the veil compared to that great lunar rift.
And that rift might be yawning open as we speak. We'd better hurry.
Oh.
Let us make for Bestway's burrow.
We ought to have Kryl join us once she finishes tending to the wounded. I shall likewise contact Y'shtola. Her knowledge of the Moon's Void Gate is second to none.
How about I contact Y'shtola and you fuck off?
Alphino, Valize, please do what you must to
I hate
keep
that.
our world safe.
We'll be back before you know it.
I do not like Grahatia.
A quick word, if you will.
Make it the fastest word you've ever spoken.
I'm not sure whether you'll run into Zero during the course of all this,
Oh,
but
cool.
if you do, would you give this to her?
Is it a hug? Oh, it's long.
Emergency rations, in case of a protracted battle. Can't imagine she's eating all that well in the void.
We'll give her her bagged lunch.
She likes dumplings.
I bet. Also, to be fair, who doesn't like dumplings? You know you do. Okay. Fucking Operitos. We're doomed, I say.
Given thy panicked state, I presume the Loporits too are beset with void scent.
Oh, what sweet relief it is to see you all. Yes, void scent. And lots of them. They suddenly came pouring forth from the crater.
I had dearly hoped to find my worries unfounded.
For some unknown reason, the Void Gate seems to have partially opened. Living Ray dashed off to activate the brands and halt the Fiend's invasion. But she hasn't come back, and we've since lost contact.
I suggest we make for the brands without delay.
My valiant savior. Oh, you're looking for Living Wave? I think I saw her heading southwest toward the drowning brand. He has several slaughter bots in tow. Living way to save you. Living where? Are you okay?
I'm saved! I dread to think what would have befallen me if you hadn't intervened.
True, you'd have been rabbit soup.
Oh, I was never in any real danger, of course. I knew you would realize our plight and rush to our rescue. Atheris is likewise plagued with void scent. If only we'd prioritized further development of the void scent slaughter bots, we could have stemmed the tide ourselves. Oh, what a tremendous demonstration that would have been. Irrefutable proof that I was mankind's staunchest ally and the greatest lubberant to ever live. I can practically taste the praise. Fortunately, I was able to activate the brands. Should any more void scent emerge from the gate, they ought to be confined to the crater. Unless, of course, the void gate begins to expand of its own accord, or some gargantuan monstrosity tries to barge through. I don't foresee any major problems. Oh, nope. We're doomed.
There you are.
Stola! Cat
the
people are
data in
here to
Shell's
save the
capable
bunnies.
hands and teleported here as soon as I heard. And ere you ask, I made sure to bring the key with me.
You brought the key to my heart.
Then the real threat yet awaits us.
'Tis Gorbez's domain beyond the Void Gate. I wonder how he and Zero are faring.
Just in case you forgot who Zero was. Hey, remember that time I told you it reminded me of Asm's crystal?
By the 12.
Oh. So that's how we bring light to the void? I don't know, igniting all the stars into water seems like a bad idea. Hero! What up, girl? Go back.
What are you doing here?
I have no idea. That strange crystal started talking to me and I went through a hole.
Only you could be so carefree amidst all this. May as well make yourself useful. The gate's sheer size appears to have made it a tempting target.
Pretty big gate. The fuck is that thing?
Enuo.
Oh, it's Enuo.
Red void scent risen from the benighted depths of the ocean.
Oh.
They kept to the confines of their domain while Zeromus endured. No longer, it would seem. And once they had discovered a path to the Red Moon, they wasted no time in making the journey.
Leave the void scent nearby to us. You take care of Enuo.
Okay.
Facing this many foes calls for a more familiar approach.
Oh, she went back to being a Reaper. That's good because Golbez is obviously the tank. We just need a healer now. I mean, she didn't need that cool of a macro.
Void scent can change their form at will. Both light and darkness are mine to wield. Besides, what better to purge darkness from the void than darkness itself?
Oh god, we have to do this with other people. Crap.
Who dares face me? A mere mortal. Hast thou come in search of power? Renown.
A little bit of both.
I fight to end this world without end. All who stand before me shall fall.
I hate trials you can't do. I like playing my game solo. Luckily, it's all pretty new, so there's probably... Oh, it shouldn't take too long. The unmade. Now it's... Oh, alright. Now we wait. At least the music's good. I really should look at making like a character. Obviously, the main red mate was great. Well, I guess nobody's doing it. file. Yeah, let me bring the patch notes back up. Good. Obviously we got West. There's a vanity. Five. Furniture look. Oh, here we go. Nobody else? Got a bunny girl?
All who dare oppose me shall quake before the silken dark. The Void's power is mine to wield. Perish. Be still. Accept your downfall.
I don't know.
Doth the yawning roof not tempt you?
I've breathed the darkness, left the light guide you.
You must break free.
The underlings are no more. Now to deal with NOO.
Life and death rendered meaningless.
Light, protect us.
I will not yield my domain! Such is the power of the Void. The Void's power is mine to wield. Thus did all boundaries cease to be. Behold the truth of this world! Accept your downfall.
Oh. Nani desu ka?
Doth the yawning rift not tempt you? Be still.
must be sealed away. I'm glad you came. We would have struggled to face Enuo alone.
I mean, I died twice.
I presume you journeyed here to prevent more void scent from passing through the gate.
With Enuo defeated, there are none left in this realm who pose a serious threat. I dare say the problem is resolved.
Cause for alarm indeed. Tell us more. So the breach wasn't limited to the Void Gate. For better or worse, precious little has changed in the 13th since the Romus fell. Have you noticed anything unusual?
I know not the reason events have unfolded this way, but there is, perhaps, an explanation as to why the Void Gate and the fissures opened. Here, in my domain, even the slightest change is keenly felt. When the gate opened, I sensed not the workings of some external force. Rather, it felt as if the barrier between our worlds was weakening naturally, moment by moment, until the two came to meet.
And you think this weakening could be happening elsewhere?
'Tis a possibility.
What of Razatan and Garlemald? Eulus took mercy upon the interloper. Whether Void Scent or Garlean, we all share the same longing for home. Should we meet, I will gladly offer them aid. Please tell Eulus as much. Wait. How exactly did you get here? No mortal could traverse the Void Gate in its current state.
Maybe I'm not. Well,
And this path of yours is still there. I cannot see it.
eyes. Nope, it's gone.
Nor does it reveal itself to me. Perhaps the path serves only the key bearer.
I am the keymaster. Are you the gatekeeper?
So it is not a means to travel freely back and forth. A pity. I would have liked to see my friends again.
Well, best you got is me. Now seems an opportune time to give Zero the parcel. Here's your lunch, bitch. Something for me? Yeah. Mel, food, is it? Ah, I recall Julius speaking of the dumplings his mother used to. Thank you for the parcel. And, on memory. There's more than enough to share with Goldbaz. Now that he forgoes the ethers of others, I'm sure he'll appreciate the subsidy. I sometimes wonder what the void would be like if culinary traditions flourished here once more. Whether it would suffice to break the cycle of mutual consumption, a heartening thought of it. Ah, bitch, keep eating each other. Cannibals, let's go. Give me that 4,000 gold. I'm a warrior of light. I should be. Oh, cool, Murphy. Until our battle earlier, I haven't called upon darkness in some time. In truth, I find light a bit fit these. Ever since you left, we've been roaming the void in search of individuals who would join our group. Although we returned to the Red Moon after seeing Yuano's presence, really do we lingle in station. Mingle. However, if the interloper you spoke of does intend to seek me, why don't you join us? If Yano, with the Yano defeated, the source should be no more. Good. Wait for you by the. Right over there. You can't miss it. Big hole in the ground. There is a teleporter situated between here and the center of the... I used it to travel to the surface in days long past, though I seldom had need of it once my generals were. Egelberg herself crafted the device that I might lay low the stuff into. Ironic that we now use it to seeking to restore light to the whole best. God, forgive me my idle reminiscence. This time we made a descent. Going down. But it was not always so. Many who live here now have chosen to do so because indeed, if our numbers can. Thankfully, we were harness the residual ether from Barbarakaka's domain, whose those reserves will enable me to. We best prepare for our potential. Join me. After all. The house you have. I imagine you remember the transmitters used to memory serves, they work by channeling excess ether left in the wake of the flood of the using the tower's cross-rift travel capabilities. Light is then conveyed into the 13th, into the have a mind to you. Need to be set in an elevated location here. Fine. Take them high up.
Upon activation, these transmitters will shine with light from beyond, sent courtesy of our ever-watchful friends. They will serve as beacons in the dark for those that would seek me out.
Ephilas. Remember that time I kicked your ass?
I did not expect to see you here.
I am Zero, and this is my domain. 'Tis a safe haven for those who abhor conflict. Among those gathered here, many aspire to restore this world to how it once was.
Such a thing is possible?
Indeed. Though how long the endeavor will take, I cannot say. But for those of us abandoned by death itself, what do we have but time to try, and try again?
Very well. This light is ample proof your comrade spoke true. However long it takes to restore our world, you shall have my aid.
And you shall have mine.
It would seem Julius's intervention helped forge a new bond. Thank you for the work. I gather you'll head soon home, Raiders, then I'll be able to freely return.
Would you deliver a message to Eulus for me? Tell him that we're making progress towards rebuilding our home. And I hope that he is too.
Enuo's Memoria will be safe here. The crystal containing Zeromus has been passed on to our allies in the First. If Enuo's Memoria might serve them in restoring their world, we shall likewise consider its transfer.
How much simpler it would be to aid one another in our respective fights, were it not for these boundaries between us. Safe travels, my friend. We take comfort in the knowledge that you're out there fighting too, wherever you may be.
So since they can't see that, they just see me disappear. Like I just walk a couple of steps and I'm gone.
No luck, I'm afraid. It appears she's not in Mare Lamentorum.
That's how you pronounce it? Mare Lamentorum? Insane. Fuck off. Here I am.
Wait. Is that?
God, you had us worried. You suddenly disappeared. We didn't know what to think.
Shortly after you vanished, the Void-Sent incursion abruptly ended. We surmised you had a hand in that, but never did it cross our minds that you were fighting alongside Zero and Golbez.
This golden path you said you traversed wasn't visible to us either. Nor did we hear a voice. Ethos. Might this be the key's true name?
While many mysteries remain, for now, I am glad to learn the state of affairs in the 13th. Golbez's suspicion that the barrier twixt worlds has begun to weaken. 'Twould certainly explain the surge in fissures manifesting in the source.
Yet what could be behind such a phenomenon?
Oh, it's that Aura chick. Damn, Thancred.
And who might you be? Not her Void-Sent, I'd wager.
I'm Agonist.
Greetings.
An Ascian.
I am Helmarut of the Ascians. We are your sworn foes, I know. But on this occasion, will you not put away your arms?
Okay.
I wish only to talk. Thank you for affording me a chance.
Bereft of the Unsundered, we were under the impression you and yours no longer had cause to continue your activities. that you should reveal yourself at this juncture. I assume you are the one who bestowed Calyx with the knowledge of summoning and the reflections.
Yes, that is correct.
Was it necessary to reveal my present form as well?
Calyx. So he succeeded in transferring his memories after all.
Be at ease. Even were I to occupy a combat-oriented vessel, I would not have the ability to defeat you. You destroyed my plan, my life's work. I have naught to replace it, nor will I ever regain what I once had.
Hey, we just take him out right now. Save us a lot of trouble.
If you wish to speak, Halmarut, will you not tell us what it is that you hope to accomplish?
Death and destruction. And really.
As you know, our star Aetheris was sundered into 4 and 10 shards in the time of the Ancients.
Yep, you could have just said 14.
As the will of the star, Hydaelyn perpetuated this unnatural division for millennia. And in the wake of her passing, nature has begun to reassert itself. As a wound knits itself together, the star seeks to become whole once more. Yes, it seeks to rejoin with all of its shards. Unlike the one we Ascians attempted to orchestrate, however, the star's rejoining will afford mankind no special treatment. All life and matter will be condensed into a single whole and remade for a new beginning. A complete rebirth.
A realm rebirth.
Aetheris will return to the way it once was. Hundreds of millions of years past. To a quiet and peaceful time. Long before the light of mankind was kindled.
Yeah, that doesn't sound... That doesn't.
Supposing for a moment we believe you, how can you possibly know all this?
I was there, Gandalf. 3,000 years.
It is an inevitability that I have foreseen since time immemorial. A future that awaits should creation be freed from the influence of Hydaelyn and Zodiark. The star is tolerant to life. It holds no grudges, and neither rages nor weeps for being sundered. Yet by the same token, it is indifferent to life's survival. No amount of devastation and death
can compel it to stop the wheels of creation from turning. The earth shakes, and mountains spew fire. Floods wash away the fruits of labor, and icy winds freeze and starve. Countless perish as nature runs its course. So many seeds of life have already been lost, yet in spite of this, people continue to believe that the morrow will come. But it will not. For nothing lies beyond the solstice, when all creation is reunited. When that day comes, every last trace of mankind shall be erased. I cherish man's journey. Despite losing his innocence and being made to live with suffering, he has forged ever onward. Strong, even as he is weak, his is a proud tale in the history of the star. 'Twould be a shame for that tale to end, for all to wither and die, when some might yet survive. Would you not agree?
If a natural rejoining doth lead unto the solstice, then thine intent is to preemptively rejoin the worlds.
Correct. It was for this very purpose that Halmarut recruited suitable collaborators from the Reflections. Individuals like me, who would willingly doom another world in order to fulfill their aspirations. The Winterers, we are called. And if you and yours seek to protect all life, then sooner or later you shall have to contend with us.
Even if everything you claim is true, what you've done, Calyx, it's unforgivable.
Damn, Cryo, get it.
I do not ask that you be pragmatic, nor do I seek your approval. Given your familiarity with other reflections, 'tis only natural that you are averse to our methods. But there is one irrefutable fact that you must understand. Should we take no action at all, the solstice will come, and no one will be left alive.
Good to know.
Of course, should it serve to satisfy your ambition, you are welcome to deal with the reflections as you deem fit. Like the pariah and wanderer who satisfied his own when he brought the star to the brink of ruin to face you.
Wait!
There you are. One moment you're for me, and the next you vanish. Thanks to you, all the void scents have been eradicated, and the gate lies sealed once. Veneria peep. Peep. Oh, I can't help but notice none of you seem to share my... Something wrong? Yeah. Star seeks to become whole. But that's preposterous. As far as I'm aware, Heidelin made no mention of a natural region. Failed to consult the records. And not before thanking you for dispatching the Void Sense so handedly. You well and truly saved the day. Give me some food. The implications of the solstice and the winter schemes, as well as our own, as well as our approach moving forward, take time to consider. To that end, I believe we should gather and speak. And by we, I mean all our fellow Scions. For a change of pace, why don't we convene at the Rising Stones? I'm sure Tartaru and the others will be happy to meet us. A fine idea. In many ways, our return is long overdue. Pray return to the Waking Sands. No doubt. We could all use some respite for Golemon. But I trust there are no objections. I got like 7 objections. Most of them involve Grahatio. Let's settle then for the Rising Stones. Ba-da-ba-ba. Going to Merdona. Yeah. Gonna miss all of you. Oh, fuck are you? A thing has changed since last we gathered here. No doubt Tartaru is chiefly responsible for the prevailing state of Titan. Speaking of whom, he and a great many of our comrades are en route. Let us wait for them a while longer. Wait.
Long it hath been since last we gathered here. Though our Order's dissolution was indeed in name only, thereafter we did largely operate independent of one another. All of which is to say, full glad am I to stand in such esteemed company once more.
Let's drink the green bottle.
Apologies for our delay. We're reporting for duty, as bid.
This is everyone that we could round up on short notice. The others are still en route. Estinian alone we weren't able to make contact with, but we're working on it.
No doubt his link pearl is buried at the bottom of his bag.
Knowing him, he'll turn up when we least expect it.
Now, as much as I'd like to savor our reunion, Tataru tells us there have been developments. Will you apprise us of the details? The Winterers and the Solstice.
The veracity of Halmarut's claims remains unclear. Yet it cannot be denied that, in his bid to convert the living into endless, Calyx was privy to knowledge of the reflections and more.
And the winter is formed of others, like him.
In light of the recent Void Scent incursions, I believe it would be wise to treat the solstice as a genuine threat. The problem is how to deal with it.
Both the source and the reflections are home to irreplaceable life. I would protect them all if I could. But if doing so means ushering in complete annihilation, then what can we possibly do?
I wonder, was Hydaelyn aware of the solstice?
Given that we had no knowledge of it when you journeyed to Elpis, you couldn't have warned Venar. So it is entirely possible she was unaware. But in the course of sustaining the Sundered Star, she may have glimpsed this eventuality. So she believed that we could overcome this trial as well. Or rather, that the choice was ours to make.
Whichever it may be, it is we who must find the answer. We who live in the here and now.
Perhaps we could take a recess? Oh, I dare say everyone could use a rest.
Indeed. We have ample food for thought, and it would be good to catch each other up.
Ere I forget, Heron, I believe you should keep the key, Ethos, in your possession.
That's what we're calling it now.
After all, it seems that is one mystery I am not destined to unravel.
Could unravel it together. Good idea. Twas by no means an easy decision, but as the solstice is now our paramount concern, Alice and I have opted to formally withdraw from our efforts in Golemold. Yeah, fuck Golemold. After all, anything we can do to protect the world will also save. Indeed, in the meantime, let us prepare a letter. After Urianger and I went off on our own, we decided to spend some time exploring Zak'Tral. We never got the chance to visit during the Rite of System. Journeyed east through Lazarhurleta. Hazen, they went up the coast to frigid Northline region. Your storied B. Version only served to reinforce just how diverse. We also met with the Wagalagi, but we had not time to study their. But in indulge in our curiosity, further travel to yet another more distant. Twice to this day, we'll have. Butcher. Enor and I were thinking. We're training in Ania. When Voinsat attacked the 12s with the invasion had already spread across the star, I realized the gravity of the situation. That's why Tataru was so quickly appraised. Good for him. He did good. While circumstance and duty may keep us apart, we remain bound by common purpose. Indeed, that purpose continues to guide us. Bolinet and I remained in Corvus to monitor the situation. Seldom smooth sailing. Understand the Galilean community has made great strides in improving the situation. And hearing that, feel renewed zeal resolving. And perhaps I'd like to hear more of the Galilean accomplishments from me and the twin. Took the fire even hot. Judging by your guys' Clemency? Your studies must have been productive. Indeed, I have more than less mastered the fundamental principles of Charlian astrology. At one point, I considered exploring other healing arts, but decided to persevere with more focused training to better leverage my skills in the battle. I don't think I'd be much use in the battlefield these days. I can scarcely hold my bow steady, let alone hit a target. So sorely bereft of brotherly administrations. What? The fuck are you talking about? I knew you still require constant supervision. You two haven't changed in the slightest. It makes me wonder how our colleagues that couldn't join their affair. Seems everyone has much more to discuss with one another. Anyway, we're overdue for a proper break. Peace and quiet will help us think. Feel free to make yourself comfortable at Dawn's respect. 2,000 gold for all. There's another.
Of course, should it serve to satisfy your ambition, you are welcome to deal with the reflections as you deem fit. Like the pariah and wanderer who satisfied his own when he brought the star to the brink of ruin to face you.
I detest evenings such as this. Too bright, too stimulating. The mind distracted by the inconsequential. You needn't be so wary. I merely come to offer information before my departure. Halmarut and I will soon cross the rift to observe the enactment of another Winter's plan. Our destination is the 4th.
Not the 4th! That's where Golbez and Zero are.
A world locked in ice.
Okay, maybe it's not.
Whose lands are blanketed in thick clouds. In order to survive, man has fled to the skies, using great magics to establish new civilizations.
So is that where we're going in Evercold? Why tell me where you're going? There's a fatal flaw in all bad guys' plans.
I have my own designs I would see realized. Nothing more. Believe me or don't, as you like. For all I know, you lack the means to follow us anyway.
That's not true. I got this key and this crystal.
What Halmarut said to you earlier.
That actually would make a pretty funny thumbnail.
She suggested that dealing with the reflections might satisfy your ambition. But is that truly so? You have seen battles beyond counting, have defeated even the fear of death. Is there some conclusion that you seek, no matter the cost?
What's with that face?
I will share with you a truth. We Winterers each have an ambition that we wish to fulfill. To that end, we may share information with one another, but we do not necessarily share the same beliefs. Just as you and yours decried my actions, I find those of my fellows objectionable. Be that as it may, it is the culmination of our lives' works that we would bring to the world. Fruits born of undying devotion, daring aspiration, and unwavering ideals. No matter how we are reviled, no matter what we must steal, our actions will be vindicated by those who abide in the future we create. In your benevolence, you may seek to save everything and everyone. But once all is consequently consigned to oblivion, your noble deeds will amount to nothing more than folly. For no living soul shall remain to judge them.
If shattered stars are doomed to mend, how turns the key to mend? Oh ho ho. Oh. Ugh. Braille to the heavens. Oh, that was cool. All right. I do want to see also. Added some new duty supports. That's the second chance points of reward. Duties. Oh, that's actually pretty. Actually, might start doing whatchamacallit now. New items. I don't think nothing changed for the dungeon, the new stream. Where is okay. Items required to enhance. Beeper. thought that was for acquiring the items to enhance your. I thought that was always. Let's find out. Let's roll to. Oop. Juliola. Like, did they add another upgradable thing that I can buy with Saxon up? That would be anything. Sack of Nuts exchange. Okay, no, that's still purple. He just now sells. Okay, so he just sells 720 gear. Generally. And Neo King. He's always had. Always had this. I don't know. There's never seen the. Yeah. That stuff I don't. Probably. Depends on changes. Yeah. Frontline items. Does that mean there's new items for purchase? Because if that's the case, damn. I wouldn't if there's new shouldn't be. Yeah, we're still at 7-8. If anything, I really need to gear up. And then, yeah, I can get the 790. Right now you can get up to 790. I don't think there's... I'm still sitting. No, I got boots. Okay, so I could... Can I upgrade boots? Could I upgrade boots? No, I don't have enough of this. Let's see what else we got here. Chocobo bar. I get a new card. Oh, cool! I got the Nautilus. Minions. I thought they were thought they were changing the relic weapon. Okay, so that should be in 7.5. Alright. So, weapon enhancement quest for Phantom Weapon. Hildebrand Adventures. Society Capstone. Then further main scenario and the Beastmaster job scheduled in 7. Okay, that's kind of. I was really looking forward to those two things. Two hours. 6 o'clock. I don't remember. Okay, well, actually, since we did die a couple of times, let's repair gear. Cool. Well, that was Final Fantasy 14 patch 7.5 MSQ. Oh, we got through the new trial. We got through the new dungeon. And now we wait till they release some more stuff. So, I'm going to end it there because there's nothing else I want to do here. Excuse me. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, comment, follow over on Twitch. And I will see you guys in the next one. Oh.